Let's get the two married guys in here. They got this.
Yeah.
You boys got this? Oh, come on, boys. Yeah, yeah, we'll take this one. You know, man, that's a funny. It comes up quite a bit. Like we go out, like it's our goal to go out and say, "I'm a fireman," and baby, you know, you love a fireman.
Right. Fire dog.
Yeah. Oh, fire dog. You know, we eat the flame. We wrestle the dragon.
That's fire dog.
I don't think I've ever really went out and tried to use that line, man. I've always was discouraged by it. Like I felt like a douchebag. If I would go out and be like, "Hey, yeah. Your boy's a fireman. I just got off shift. We had like 6 medical calls yesterday.
2 laundries.
But so on the reverse, it's hard to hide it, you know? Yeah. So like we all have friends that aren't firemen, but for the most part, we hang out with each other. You go to the bar and you can tell like, all right, these guys do something different. And like, dude, I walk around, I got this bitch and salad and this mustache. There's only a few things that I could do. All right, yesterday I got it twice. I was like, man, you look like a 70s trucker. I get the standard porn star, badass, and the only other one's a fireman.
Yeah, that was at the middle school.
Yeah. But like that's it. Like there's not too many jobs that you can walk around like this. Like they're not gonna believe I'm an accountant. You know, like I'm one of 2 things: badass, fireman. That's it. And they're not the same thing, so don't get that twisted.
Yeah, sometimes both.
Yeah, sometimes both of them, but most of the time just one of them. But, you know.
I love it. So, yeah, man, it just never really comes up. I always go out of my way to make up some stuff that I'm not a fireman, man. I've seen it.
I've been at a bar with him, and he's like talking to chicks, and what do you do? Rodeo clown. That was one of what he dropped. I was like, a rodeo clown?
But then you get with all the follow-ups, man. Yeah. So, you know, they know right away, like, oh, rodeo clown, where? And like,
yeah, they do.
Smokes, you know?
Oh, yeah. Dude, you bareback? I told this country girl one time, bro. She's like, oh, you're a rodeo clown? Yeah, well, what do you part of it? I said, yeah, the bulls and the horses and the bull horses.
A liger.
No idea.
I once rode a liger.
Well, what are those things with a half horse, half man?
You know, Minotaur.
Those like minotaurs.
Yeah, so we got a little ring out north, you know what I'm saying? We did him and a hit it. Yeah. I mean, never could answer it correctly.
So, like, it's not normal just to, like, bro hug everybody that comes in because they're all firemen. And like, well, like, you know, like that guy that like works at Fire Pie doesn't hug that other dude that makes pizza. You know, they come in and you're like, oh, what's up? Like, well, that's weird. I mean, they bad motherfuckers, but that's weird. You know, there's something new. You know, they're military or, you know, fire dogs.
But like you said, like if we're in any bar or any establishment, like we can tell who's fireman, who's cops.
That.
Who's
seconds.
douchebags and who's not. You know, we can tell like, oh, man, those guys are firefighters. You know. Some chicks can pick up on that, but there is some guys that really use the line, hey, firefighter, big red, big fire truck, whatever, you know, but Hugo and I, we can't use those lines, you know, because...
let me take you guys on this one. This is where it's pertinent to you, and maybe we don't want to release it, so we're going to give away our tricks. But it's funny, you don't use it when you guys are out, when you're single, but when you're married, it's like to go home and like, oh yeah, we're running calls all night. Like, I hear the screams, that's why I don't sleep.
Yeah. Well, if there's something about being a firefighter that can make my wife love me more, I appreciate that secret. Yeah, because she does not think I'm that cool.
The fact that you're gone for 48 hours.
Exactly.
I show up after 48 hours with the coat, you know, and be like, hey, I'm a firefighter. She's like, take that shit off and go clean it. The kid needs a diaper change.
Yeah, you know what? Kids should shit his pants. Go figure that out, fireman.
Wipe the baby's ass, fireman.
Throw your boosh on and serve here, big boy.
But I think on the other side of it, man, the cool part about being with your old lady since before you got into this job is they were down from the jump. You know what I mean? They were down from before you.
They knew you was shit before you got
it. Now, like, we had to look out for like the Hawks. That it's like, oh yeah. Ooh, they ain't got to work after 25. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Me either.
He's got a pension. He can take care of that child support.
Yeah, dude. Our old ladies make sure they remind us that I remember who you were before you did this, man. You were the guy who used to cry in my arms. And
it's weird, like you still do that shit.
Every time mom used to hit you, you'd come over crying. Yeah. So, but
give a little 3-piece and a biscuit.
Yeah, dude, my mom used to put it on me. Got them strong hooks. Okay, so yeah, but and then another thing to that I think is, I always tell people, I think girls are in love with the idea of being with a fireman. I don't think they realize how hard it actually is, man. The girlfriends, the wives, they get it pretty bad, man. They get it hard. They're almost single parents, you know. Adriana likes to call it solo parenting. They solo parent for 2 days all the time. They got to deal with all the stuff that we deal with.
Sometimes
by
3
themselves. Yeah,
Sometimes 3. Yeah, we do overtime and
that's a
stuff like
long
that.
time.
So,
Yeah.
and then guys that do special assignments who are gone for a little longer. Yeah, she calls me. She's like, the kids are going crazy for these 2 days. So I get home, the kids are angels, and yeah. So I hope we have them on one day. You know, the wives, so they can talk about the life. But yeah, it's.
So yeah, it sounds sexy. It sounds sexy being with firemen. It's actually
And they'll
pretty
tell you,
hard,
like,
man. We come home grouchy. We come home tired. We only want to hang out with our buddies. We don't want to do anything. We eat a certain way. Whatever one of us does, the other one does. If one of us buys this shirt, 8 of us buy this shirt. One of us eats this kind of diet. We're all eating.
I worked
it, so.
one day yesterday, and I only have a dog, and this guy won't leave me alone. Like, I was just gone for like a little bit. He's like, let's go play. Nah.
Well, and speaking of that, on that topic of the fact that, you know, there's this perception of these hunky firefighters. Like, the reality is, like you're saying,
That's true.
is well, come on now.
Exhibit A, man.
Yeah, but the reality is there is a lot of the backside that people don't realize, and you know, to touch on what you said is, man, it's stressful when you're gone for 48 hours, and I know I've worked with you for 48 hours, and you're like, I got to get these boys away from Adriana before she kills them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she kills us all.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
Take us all out.
I think that's the best thing. I mean, 2 single guys. Well, John's talking to a girl right now, but being single and watching you guys, how you take that thought process and make sure your wife's good. And I'm going to go home. I'm going to grab the boys, give them a break. Man, it's so humbling how much I learned from you guys as a father and a husband. So that prideful side of it too, man, you guys are really aware of your surroundings and how they are at home and what the pain they're going through. But at the same time, when you come home and you're up all night, so having that open communication and that good talk makes the difference, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're kind of like setting up by just watching these guys, you know, come home like
You
last
can
set.
say fools.
Yeah. But you guys talking about buying them flowers and stuff. That's like, oh man, that's pretty cool. You know.
Yeah.
So,
It's just that little gesture, man, of going home and like showing up unexpectedly with some flowers.
Yeah,
or,
man.
or
You
going
got to
to
show
breakfast.
appreciation. You got to show appreciation.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Having your date nights and taking them out, dude. Bringing all Zach over to watch the kids. You know what I'm saying? Me and the boys are going out tonight.
Go tear up the Chuck E. Cheese.
oh hell yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm game master, bro. Ticket master right here, dude.
Ski ball?
I want that big one right there.
No, right here.
Yeah. I dropped $500 to get the biggest one.
Good buy.
You buy an $8 stuffed animal.
Yeah, to get a foot
Best
tall
uncle
panda bear.
Pizza for everybody.
How long was that?
That one felt a little long, like 3 minutes.
7? That felt like we went 20.
Oh, I felt
That was good, dude. That's good.
Hey,
Yeah.
just to be clear, there's no visual indicators that was 7 minutes.
I was about to say, like, there's no fucking way.
like vodka
You know
just
why?
went general
No.
science.
No, you know why? Because Manny forgot. Manny forgot 8 times that he was timing it. And so he started over every time.
There was no visual indication of 7 minutes.
What are you doing here? He's like, what am I doing here? Oh,
Yeah, he had to go back and open it up again. He fucking closed it out. Shit.
Yeah, he started.
Let me see.
He started going on red too.
Let's see.
Said 7 when it didn't. No.
Look at that. Hey, when you get to that age, every minute counts. Yeah.
He's counting down.
He's like that. 1 minute.
The hort only gets so many beats a lifetime.
Be like, ooh, I didn't take this last one. I'm going back down now. Alright, ready?
I'll be flow.
Alright, so here we go.